Hello YouTube, this is a review of Maid of Sker. Maid of Sker is a first-person shooter blasting through halls of the Quiet Ones. Wait. Maid of Sker is a first-person view survival horror set in Sker Island. The game is made by Wales Interactive, who has made several interactive movies so far. Perhaps from the experience of making these movies, the game features a nice atmosphere of horror mixed with excellent voice acting, unlike...
Have you seen a little girl anywhere?
Anyway, I had fun playing this game, and here's why. So Maid of Sker is set in 1898 on Sker Island, where our main character, Thomas Evans, is going on a rescue mission for his girlfriend, Elizabeth Williams. Nothing is quite clear as to what danger lies ahead, since Elizabeth did not leave any details out for our Thomas. She babbles something about cylinders, then you are left to wander around the hotel. The story isn't hard to follow in all honesty, and I would not go into details since that would be a spoiler. Overall, it isn't a complicated story or deep in any sense. It's okay. Not good, not bad, but enjoyable enough. I guess this is technically a horror game? Horror adventure? But it is really light on the horror element. The immersiveness is well done with its first person view, and the ambient sounds are mixed in well with its whole atmosphere. Not relying on jump scares for cheap gimmicks are a plus too. What the game fails is the enemies, and subsequently the lack of any danger till late game. The game has enemies who get triggered by sound, therefore you can get by them through stealth. Now, if you have 3 to 4 hours of this, it gets pretty dull in all honesty. When you get to encounter the uncle, the game becomes more interesting. As now you have a menace coming down at you. Unstoppable, unkillable monster that can kill you. Sort of reminds me of Mr. X from Resident Evil 2 and Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. I feel like the game would have been a lot more interesting if the uncle was introduced much earlier, since almost all parts of the game has no real danger present. Besides these, the game itself plays pretty simple. Your objectives are clear, puzzles are actually very simple. Don't overcomplicate things like I did. The puzzles are actually very simple ones. And progression is largely linear too, although you can revisit some areas later. Now, what interested me was extra mode. The game changed its tone from adventure survival horror to FPS. Blasting away through the horde of quiet ones. I actually thought this was fun, and I'm glad that they are going to release a game in Q2 of 2022 based on this. The control on this and balance of the enemies and weapons seems a bit off in this mode, but then again, this is mindless fun. Why? So, while the game is actually not scary, this could be well worth a visit if you like the story-driven games. This kind of reminds me of Dark Pictures anthologies in its delivery. Despite the game being at its core a working simulator, so much more attention is given to the atmosphere that lights up layers of fear. Yes, I think it is a bad working sim, and every bad working sim will be compared to it. If you want some hardcore horror, which there really isn't many unfortunately, this definitely isn't it. But I think this is definitely worth visiting. Well, that's it from me. As usual, thanks for watching, stay safe, and see you next time.